Watercolor skills, creating tints. Paint along step by step. You need a pencil, watercolor paper, a paintbrush, a watercolor mixing tray, a watercolor set, and one water dish for your table. Step 1, draw 4 medium-sized boxes. And tints are light shades of color. Put one over here. We're going to do 4. If you are starting from the beginning and don't have 2 washes to use, make them now. Make sure they are intense, meaning they are not pastel-y colors. Okay, I kept my red and my green so I could show you. You want to start with a strong color, with a solid color, and we'll use the red first. Paint the first box with an intense wash. And I'm going to paint my first box with my nice, strong, solid color. I'm going to add some more. Add 2 drops of water to another well in your tray. Okay, so now I'm going to make a tint of that color, I am going to put 2 drops of water in my first container. Add 1 brushful of the original wash to the well. You can touch off the drippy excess. And I'm going to take a brush full of paint and add it to that container, just 1 brushful. After you mix, be sure to touch off your excess before you paint. Paint the next box with the lighter wash. And then I'm going to paint this box. See how much lighter that is? Put 4 drops of water in a different well. Okay. Then for my second tint, I'm going to put 4 drops of water. 3, 4. After you mix, be sure to touch off your excess before you paint. Add 1 brushful of the intense wash to the well with 4 drops of water. And I'm going to get 1 brushful of paint. So it's about the same amount of paint that I had in that one, but after you mix, be sure to touch off your excess before you paint. Paint the third box. I have more water, so it should be lighter. Okay, so add 8 drops of water to a well. Now I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Add 1 brushful of water to the well with 8 drops of water. Get 1 brushful of paint and add it to my 8 drops of water. After you mix, be sure to touch off your excess before you paint. Paint the 4th box. So for lighter, maybe that was the problem, I didn't touch off my excess. We'll go back and test that. Review. For tints, I'm going to take the color that I'm using. You're going to make a wash in a cup, and one of the little holes dips in the little tray. The more water you add, the lighter your tint is going to be. So I'm going to let's try this one again. So I'm going to touch off my excess and see if that, yeah, that's better. So I forgot to touch off my excess, so this turned out about the same as that. So always, 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 when you get color, touch off your excess, and then when you paint with it, you'll get the right color. Or maybe I just didn't rinse I didn't get all of the paint from here off of my brush. Could be a lot of different things, but so if you are careful when you make tints, you're going to get lighter and lighter the more water is added. Okay, so let's try this again, and we're going to do it with green, since I have a puddle of green, but I need to get rid of some of my, I need to get a new little tray. I'll be right back. Next, create 3 tints of another color. All right, so let's go through that again to review. And so I'm going to draw my 4 boxes. These don't need to be very big, but make them bigger than your thumbnail. I have students that really make teeny tiny little things, and it's not going to turn out right if you have teeny tiny little things, amounts. So my first one, I'm going to do 2 drops of water. And I'm going to stir up my green, touch off my excess, and put my green in the puddle, in my drops. Oops, we forgot to paint my original one, so we'll go back and do that in a minute. So and my green was pretty light. Okay. So I'm going to paint my first green box. Getting rid of my excess water. Then this one was 2 drops. I'm going to do 4 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of my excess water. My paint, touch off the excess, and mix it in. Touch off my excess, and we can see that my green is working out better. I clearly have a paler color than there. Okay. This time 8 drops of water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get rid of my excess water. Get my paint, touch off my excess. And paint my box. That is so pale that it almost doesn't look like there's anything there, but there is. As it dries, it'll become a little bit clearer. So, but that's how your tints should be. Each one should be noticeably lighter than the last one. Okay? All right. Okay, so practice your tints 4 times with 4 different colors. And these are tints. Okay, one with 2 drops of water, one with 4 drops of water, and one with 8 drops of water. Okay, all right. And we can see the color showing up more as they dry out, which is what should happen. All right. When you finish that, then you're ready for the next part. See you soon.